Da-da-da-da-da. Good morning. Again, this is Tyrell VA broadcasting live from the Vault in Our Stars. And we finished a game last time in this same morning. And so we're starting another game to finish out that hour slot. This one is called Mozart Requiem. I've heard good things about this game. I can't remember what those good things are. But we're gonna try it out. I think based off of the symbol right there, I'm guessing it's gonna be very Masonic mystery. But it says in Prague, 1788, play as Mozart in a thrilling adventure at the heart of secret societies. Caught between a war of powers and occult ceremonies, you will have only one mission: to save the emperor. Will you be up to the task? Prague, 1780. Oh, okay, then it's in a different language. 1 player, 4 gigabytes. GS2 Games is the people who make this, along with Hoplet Research and Church Devil, I think. I can't read that last one. There's mild violence, suggestive themes, mild language, and it is still rated E for everyone. So probably really mild on all of that. This is how the game starts. I'm just here. I can't move. This might be the title screen. Unfinished score. Harpsichord. Oh, it's a piano. It's a piano. Harpsichord. Cupboard. Pouch. Fireplace. A coffee mill. Can't go in the chest. Okay, let's start with this coffee mill.
Here's something.
Oh, it's a point and click. Okay. I now have coffee grounds. Ground coffee. Oh, there's a hook. I didn't even see that. Perfect. I'm just gathering things. No one's... told me
The leather pouch
what
for my
I need
watch.
to be grabbing.
Let's check if it's stored in there. It's a valuable timepiece that was repaired recently. The errand boy who brought it back yesterday claimed it was as good as new. Still, I was too busy and could not check it then. How strange. The master clockmaker must have left a set of his keys in the pouch after fixing it. In any event, the piece works perfectly now.
Ooh, keys and a watch. Let's look at this. Unfinished score.
The second half of the divertimento in which I'm currently working. I'll try to complete it later. I must have left the first few pages back at the theater.
Okay. Let's check out our options. Start the last game, new game, load to save game. I think we definitely want some subtitles on. He talks a little quiet. Would love for this to be quieter. Sound effects could also be down. And yeah, he can talk louder. Perfect. I'll turn this up a bit. Excellent, excellent. Save the game, why not? New save? Sure. Let's go to this harpsichord. Hey girl. love that little pipette in there. Yes. Let's check out our cupboard. You better get that empty bottle. You better get that large spoon. Yes, large spoon. And I can't get the empty bowl. I feel like this is the key item. No. Oh, a pitcher of water. I need my ladle for this. Let us go. I want to share with you one of my favorite stories. Maybe I pick something? I have picked this. Why is pitcher of water so hard to find now? Oh, there's a window. Scoop. Is there no scooping? So far this game is super boring. Not necessarily boring, but not goal-oriented. Where's my goal? Okay, so I wanted to share with you one of my favorite stories that I've heard that's kind of supernaturally involving voices in someone's head that they that aren't their own, I guess, would be the way to say that. And what you might think of that. So, this is a story told by a YouTuber named Mr. Ballin. It's okay, it's alright. Where's the arrows to go back over here to the fireplace? And this one, if you want to look it up yourself, because it's one of 3 stories that he tells, and this is story number 2, and it's called Top 3 Stories That Sound Fake But Are 100% Real, Part 14. So there's 13 other ones of that, and this one, I've heard them all, but this one was the one I didn't believe. I mean, if I do believe, I don't know. It's very confusing. Listen.
The following story was pulled from a 1997 article in the British Medical Journal. The article was written by the psychiatrist who treated the patient, who will be the focal point of this story. The only reason I bring this up is because this story truly sounds made up, and it's not. One night in the winter of 1984, a healthy, middle-aged woman, who we'll call Brenda for this story,
Brenda,
was at her home in London reading a book when she suddenly heard a voice in her head. It said,
"Please don't be afraid. I know this must be shocking for you to hear me speaking to you like this, but this was the easiest way I could think of. My friend and I, we used to work at the Children's Hospital, and we would like to help you."
Brenda couldn't believe what was happening.
do you hear that? So she gets a voice inside of her head. I'm gonna just repeat it to you because it's so unbelievable. And the voice is saying, we, so it's multiple people, worked at a children's place or wherever. I mean, some place that she didn't, or maybe she did and they know each other. Because clearly she's saying it as if Brenda, or whatever her name is, should kind of know what they're talking about. And it's the easiest way to contact her? Like, how about a letter? I don't know what era this is. Maybe they could have, like, emailed or something, but at least a letter, right? What the fuck?
She'd never heard voices in her head before, And this voice that was speaking to her, it was so clear, and it did not sound like any voice she'd heard before. And so at first, Brenda just sat on the couch and didn't do anything and just waited, hoping that maybe she was just imagining this. But the voice in her head seemed to pick up on her reaction and said,
Brenda, this is not a hallucination. We're real and we want to help you.
So he's
Brenda
tired.
did not believe it was real. She believed she had just lost her mind. And so for the rest of the night, she just completely ignored the voice in her head. And first thing the next morning, she went to her doctor's office and said, please help me. The doctor referred her to a psychiatrist, and so she went over to the psychiatrist's office. And after they performed an evaluation of Brenda, they said, look, I don't really know why you're hearing these voices. There's no clear medical explanation for why. And so Brenda was ultimately diagnosed with something called functional hallucinatory psychosis, which basically means Brenda was hallucinating, but there was no clear reason why. The psychiatrist began treating Brenda with an antipsychotic drug, as well as with supportive counseling. Over the next couple of weeks, as Brenda diligently took her medications and went to her appointments,
I need something to hang this boiler over the fire.
So Brenda went into her psychiatrist's office and she said, Doc, you saved me. The voices are gone. I'm so happy. And the psychiatrist would later recall that Brenda was visibly relieved. It was obvious that she was not making this up, that she really believed that she had these voices.
Drink some plain warm water?
So after Brenda left the
better find
office,
something
she
more.
actually went on vacation with her family outside of London just to celebrate the fact that she had not, in
Drink
fact,
some
lost
plain
her
warm
mind
water?
while she was away.
I better find something more tasty.
I'm not saying drink the water, girl. I'm saying put it on the goddamn hook. What you talking about? Boiler full of water. Here's the hook.
Drink some plain warm water?
Place that shit. So just so that we're all on the same page and we're hearing things clearly. So Brenda got some medication for her voices that she thought were just voices in her head. Legit. I mean, that happens. The voices seemed to go away. She thought it was safe to go on vacation. She goes on vacation.
Holiday, she started hearing the voices again, and this time they told her she had to get back to London as soon as possible because there was something terribly wrong with her. They gave her a very specific street address that she was supposed to go to seek treatment. And so Brenda is horrified that the voices are back in the first place, but what she's really scared about is that maybe there's some truth to what these voices are telling me. Maybe there is something wrong with her. And so Brenda ran to her husband and she explained what happened, and he was very reassuring and said, look, honey, you should just totally ignore the voices again. There's probably nothing wrong with you. Just try to relax and have a nice vacation. But Brenda could not relax. She could not ignore the voices because they were constantly telling her,
You need to leave. You need to go back. There's something wrong with you.
and so finally Brenda convinced her family to end the vacation early, and they headed back to London. And as soon as they got there, Brenda made her husband come with her, and they drove to the street address.
Strange to think that Ottomans invented this divine beverage.
Chapter 1, An Eerie
I feel like
Dream,
Lord Jesus
is the
is about to be
trophy I got
resurrected.
for that. I feel like our Lord Jesus is about to be resurrected. It's probably a phrase I would expect.
Are you still asleep?
Oh,
God,
gosh.
these creative guys are kind of out there.
So Brenda has his voices while she's on vacation. And they're like, girl, you gotta get back. You gotta go back and you gotta get to this address. You got a tumor. Or, I think they said tumor, I'm not sure. But they're like, you gotta go to this place. You need help. And she's like, oh shit, the voices are back. She doesn't really care what they're saying. She's just like, oh shit, they're back.
Mazzini guy came by and left word that you should go to the Emperor's palace as soon as possible.
All right, I'm on my way.
No, not so fast, sir. I can't let you leave unless you settle your bill with us.
Well, if I have to get to the castle, it must be a matter of urgency.
Oh, undeniably. So, picture this. You go to the palace, and for one reason or another, you have to leave Prague in a hurry, never to be seen here again. And I remain here with my unpaid bill. Not a pretty sight. So, you pay now, and then you may go wherever you please.
What rumor did you hear this morning?
It's the talk of the town. The Imperial army is said to have vanished near the Ottoman border.
I don't think this one's
That's
going to
the
be
reason
nearly
why
as
I
scary
didn't
as the
get my
last
pension
one.
from the court yet.
I'd say it's kind of a weird excuse. As people say, you and the Emperor are close friends.
Are we?
What do you know about this Mazzini?
Mazzini? Ah, yeah, that's the elegant man who came by to give me notice that you're expected at the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'd agree to grant me a bit of delay?
A delay to settle your bill? You already owe me from your previous stay 3 months ago. You want me to wait until after Christmas?
I'm expecting to collect a large sum of money very soon.
No, I too am expecting money. Your money. If you don't have any, give me an object of value as a pawn.
Oh, what I got?
What if I left you with this precious watch?
A watch built by Epi. Well, it's a very valuable.
Yeah, I got that kind of shit going on.
Mozart, where do you get off? Don't you know that my people are expecting you at the opera? They've been waiting for you to join the rehearsal since daybreak. And the divertimento.
Well, not entirely yet. And I'm expected at the castle.
You're hopeless. What do you mean, expected at the castle? All you have to do is complete the damned divertimento and come with me to the Nostitz Theatre.
Divertimento? Don Giovanni.
How fair. You have promised to pay me my share on Don Giovanni.
You really have some nerves. I told you a dozen times that my accountant is going over my books to check how much you're owed. You know these things take time, don't you?
Don Giovanni was a
You're the one who owes us
success,
some money.
And you pledged that I would receive half of the receipts.
Half after I reimburse myself of all my expenses. And believe me, the expenses were in line with the success of the show. My accountant is deep inside the details of it. No worry.
Maybe I could get an advance?
To get an advance, you should first advance with your work, Mozart. Do you know how much the artists that are standing by, waiting for your piece, cost me?
Get out of here with all of that. Johann Hofer, that must be this person. Johann, what are we looking at? Exit from hotel, and I can't walk past him. Let's leave this mess. Innkeeper. Is there a way to see all the things? Oh. Oh, that's fun. I don't think I need to talk to this guy, but just in case.
I should have listened to my brother's advice and opened up a Turkish bath. Customers pay in advance when they attend that kind of venue.
How can I get to the castle?
By foot, Mozart. It's a rough 1-hour walk and the trail is pretty steep. You never seem to have any exercise, and that sure will do you some good.
Oh, snaps.
I don't have time for that. Is there no other way?
Well, there's no other way that costs nothing, my friend. Unless, of course, you happen to know how to fly.
I thought I saw a coach.
You can
parked
keep
in
the
street by
sarcasm
hotel.
down a bit.
Dubjects, wreck. I would strongly advise against it, Mozart. He's kind of rough around the edges, and he always drives a hard bargain.
Well, yeah, we're looking for something cheap. Okay, we'll check out this thing over here. Okay, so we'll continue the story. As we know, Brenda was hearing voices, took medication,
Are you available
voices
for a
went
ride
away,
around noon?
went on vacation to Florida.
Sorry, I don't speak Czech.
Voices came back. They're warning her to do some shit. And go to a place. What's this? And
No water, and no hose to bring it to the fountain.
no water and no hose, so we're looking for some stuff over here. And let's see how it ends.
When they got to this very specific location, they found themselves standing in front
Okay, so she went to the location that the voices in her head were telling her to go to.
of the brain scan unit of a London hospital. Brenda and her husband were totally shocked, but before they could even react to what they were looking at, the voices in Brenda's head came back, and they told her,
You need to go inside and you need to request a brain scan for 2 reasons. 1, there's a tumor in your brain. And 2, this tumor is causing your brainstem to swell.
At this point, Brenda was so scared that this information might actually be true that despite what her husband was saying, she went right inside the brain scan unit and she requested this scan. And when they asked her, who's the doctor that referred you over here, she said, I don't have one. And she ultimately told them that, well, there are voices in my head that told me to come over here and get
Something
the scan. Now,
odd to
the doctors
confess.
at the brain scan facility were not totally like, get out
go
of
back
here.
in here.
But instead, they said, look, this is a very expensive scan. We can't just let you in here and get a scan because the voices told you to. We need a clinical reason to do it. We need a doctor's note saying you need this scan. And so they turned Brenda away, and Brenda now is just a complete wreck.
The
She ends
castle
up
is
calling
empty.
her psychiatrist,
The Emperor has gone to
explaining the
war.
situation,
What would you do up there?
getting this address and being told to get this brain scan. And after a few minutes of hearing her story, her psychiatrist says, okay, you know what? I will call over and I will get you an appointment to get a brain scan because I want you to be at ease. And it seems like this is probably the only way we're going to be able to do that. And so after this conversation, the psychiatrist got in touch with this hospital and he requested the brain scan for Brenda. And about a month later, Brenda went in, she had the scan done, and sure enough, she had a brain tumor and her brainstem was swollen. The doctors couldn't believe it because
What?
Brenda was
The
showing
voices in the head were
absolutely no
correct?
signs of
And
having
brought her
this
to the correct
condition.
place?
And so they told her that, well, you can just wait and see what happens. This might not have any effect on you. And so you can just wait to see if you get symptoms eventually. Or we can go in and do the surgery and remove this tumor. But of course, doing brain surgery comes with some
I should have
very
listened to
significant
my
risks.
brother's
After
advice.
thinking it over with her family, Brenda decided to go with immediate surgery. And after telling her doctors as much, the voices in her head told her that she had made the right decision. A couple of days later, Brenda went in, and her surgery was a huge success. After she regained
Hold on,
consciousness,
we'll wait to the end of the story here.
the voices spoke
It's almost
to her.
finished.
They said,
We are pleased to have helped you. Goodbye.
after that, Brenda never heard the voices ever again, and she never had any complications from the surgery or from the tumor. And to this day, the medical community...
Fascinating. I think the most fascinating
Coachman
part of
uses
that
a
story...
language I can't make out. Would you, maybe?
Coaches.
Do I know how to speak Czech, you mean? Huh? You are talking to a...
In that case, would you please help me make some kind of deal with the driver?
Oh, now that we have reached an agreement to get to the castle, I doubt that the driver will get...
The doctor can settle the fee for the ride when we get there.
Oh, Mozart, you're always over...
I believe that humans are good, my friend.
Is the most fascinating part of that story
I'm
is
listening,
the
Mozart.
message
What do
that
you
the
have to
voices
say
in
to
the
this
head
poor
originally
working
gave her, of like, there's at least more than one of us. We used to go to this school or area, meaning, I mean, that kind of sounds like they're human, right? And what was the other one? This was the easiest way to contact you. Who the fuck says that when they're talking to you inside your brain? Go to the palace. Rumors in Prague.
I have to get to the castle, but I can't pay for the ride.
All right, I'll translate it.
Are they translating it now?
So far, Dubček is laughing and doesn't say much else. Gee, that laugh. That's definitely low-class Bratislava.
It's
Why does he
certainly
laugh?
low frequency.
What's he saying?
He's asking what the Joker's name is. I think he means you, Mozart. The Joker.
Did you mention my name?
I can pay in jokes.
I'm afraid so. These Slovaks are so full of surprises. He said he loved your operas.
I'm pleased to hear that. So, is he good for the ride?
No, by no means, no. We pay in advance or we get nowhere. He claims that's his motto.
All right. Tell him I'll pay him. I'll be back at noon with the money.
You really want me to tell him that? That would be dishonest. You told it to me so many times. Why would I turn myself into your accomplice in another of your swindles?
I'm going to the
Mozart.
theater. After the rehearsal, the director of the opera is going to pay me some of the money he owes me.
Wonderful. And how much for me?
All I can afford to give you. But I beg you, please confirm our appointment to Dubček.
Or just walk. It takes 1 hour, he said, to walk there. You're going to instead run around and start making a bunch of money and then get it for this person and then still take the trip. It's going to be over
Our
an
new
hour.
friend insists, because from what I gather, he's supposed to meet at around 2 with a young lady who has very little patience.
Ask him whether he has heard any interesting rumors through his colleagues.
They
He says a
should have
friend
done
of his
something
was
for this
called
part.
up in the middle of last night to fetch a sick man that he ended up delivering to the castle.
I don't know if I'll continue this game. Not necessarily because of graphics or anything, although they're kind of funny. But the storyline is just like, I don't give two craps about it. I don't know enough about what's going on. The Emperor needs something. Mozart wants to get there, but he's like incapable of leaving his house. If he can't leave his house, what the fuck is he gonna do for the Emperor? Can you give me some goddamn money?
The castle is empty. The Emperor has gone to war.
But I don't know either. Let's see. I mean, the first challenge was to make sure I had coffee to get up in the morning. That should have told me where the game is gonna go. Because now I just have to make ends meet for my Uber ride. This is just life. What? Something new was there. Inkwell and Quill. Give me that.
All right, let's get back to work.
Instead of walking the hour, we're going to compose a song. Okay. Girl, I don't know the first thing about this shit. Oh gosh. What is happening here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is quill, thread ink. Got that. Viola. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna click on this. Yes? Oh shit. That looks right. I mean, if it's sticking there, maybe. Yes, yes.
Okay, V563. It's such a wonderful melody.
No idea what it did.
I'd say that is just perfect. Let's go on.
Oh, we're still doing this? Well, I would say, well, no, that's already wrong. I think this one would go up here. And I think this one would go over here. Oh, I see how that one goes there. Yeah, sure. And this one must go here then. I don't know any rhyme or reason to it all, but whatever. I need to run to the restroom.
As my dear father used to say, it's hard to be modest when you're a genius. Let's start the next one.
The precious little beast is sleeping right behind me after having quite the morning. If you would like, you can certainly watch the previous episode. It is all there. Okay, this looks like it would go here. No. Ooh, ah! Oh, I'm getting punished now. I see, I see. Well then, I think this goes here. Ooh, ooh, oh. Maybe it goes here? No. I think it goes here. Something goes there. This goes here. This means it's on the right line. Interesting. Okay. This is how Mozart does it. Ears hurt again. Alright, how long is this thing? We got it, right? I thought it was all played together, so it shouldn't get longer. That shows how much I know.
I got it at last. Fully realized and down on that paper.
Down on that paper. Okay, so now let's hand it to Arnold? Arfaldo? So, something with an A, right? Johann. It's close. That was very close.
The Emperor has gone to...
Here, take this. Shove it up your booty.
Looks promising. Please hurry up with your travel arrangements to the castle so we...
Clockmaker's keys. Where to? Bugaboo? Do I dare talk to the innkeeper again? Not help. He kinda did help last time. He translated.
I should have listened to my...
I'll pick Mazzini just to make you stop talking about it.
He's an Italian. A doctor.
Firenze. From the court of Leopold? The brother of the emperor?
Oh, didn't mention Leopold. He just...
Leopold? Co-chair.
Are you available for a ride around noon?
Nie rozumiem.
Sorry, I don't speak Czech. No water, and no hose to bring it to the fountain.
water, no hose. No spots for keyholes. And no locations to go outside of this. So I can return to my room again. And hope something comes of it. Towards the bedroom. Candle, door, any type of book. Well, I'm glad I checked this out first instead of starting the first episode on tomorrow with it. Let's put this in there. Maybe this will do something? No. Let's put this here. No. Let's put this here in the fireplace. No.
That's too hot. How can I pour that brew in the bowl?
Well, we already did that. Yeah, let's just head out again. I think I'm just stuck. Ouch. Boring game. Boring premise. Boring people. And also kind of one of the more boring styles of games, personally. These games are hard to do correctly for me. Sometimes if they're too wacky, which this one definitely is not, it's too hard to like guess what the creator of the storyline is trying to get you to do. Especially when they like make up plants and creatures and stuff, and you're like, oh, I would have never known that that did that, I guess. But this, what the fuck am I supposed to even do? Keys to what? Keys to how? Keys to... Yeah. Boo, boring. Okay, well this will be it for me here. We'll finish this. Maybe I'll play it, probably not. Just by myself for a moment longer. I don't know if I'm interested to even see what's at the palace, to be honest. You go back there. Well, alrighty. This will be the end of it then. This is Tyrell, VA, signing off from the Vault in Our Stars. Thank you for joining me this morning twice. And I will see you tomorrow morning for the new set of episodes happening. Peace! Enjoy your Monday.